You see, you didn't have those movements anymore that you're doing now. Are they bothering you?
Yeah, okay.
They're doing okay, those movements? It's okay? It is not bothering you? Do those movements feel bad?
They're okay.
You're just used to them, huh? You want them to stop?
When I was in Israel, was that okay?
Yeah.
That usually works in 3 minutes. But it doesn't allow for a extensive evaluation of the person.
I used to drive cars and pick pears from apples and work hard and work at St. Joseph's College and work at Dr. Biker in chemistry and work with other students and help them get their career started.
You were just insanely good.
In one of his first acts in office, repealing the Obama-era rule about people
I used to work on campaigns,
mentally ill,
political campaigns.
decreasing their
What kind of
access to guns.
campaigns?
Explain what it
Political
was, and then we'll get
campaigns,
Dr. Metzger's
liberals.
response as well.
Absolutely. So this goes all the
You're
way back to
liberal, aren't you?
2007 after
Yeah.
the Virginia tech shooting. There was a bipartisan effort and a compromise.
But then when you tried to get a peace candidate, they threw him out, huh?
Yeah.
It was meant to strengthen the records
I
of
help
background checks.
people with mental
And
health.
one of the provisions there required federal agencies like the Social Security Administration
I
to
helped
create a
get Social
process to get
Security
records
plans passed.
to the system, and then also allow people to
That's
get their
why you
records
got the
removed
Social
if
Security
they
from me.
weren't actually a danger.
I got Social Security from you.
The
Yeah.
Social Security Administration issued a rule to implement.
Maybe after you're dead.
Yeah, after I'm dead.
I can choose between yours and my ex-husband's.
Right.
President Trump.
Do you know how that works?
Came into office, Congress passed, and Trump signed
50%.
a rule,
But-
a law
You
revoking
get
that rule.
50%
So
from,
those people
from me
could
and
not
50% from
be
your
put in the background check
ex-husband.
system, and
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Okay, Dr. Metzger,
Huh.
can you respond to that and talk about
I didn't know
the
that.
relationship between the National Rifle Association and the idea that it's mental health that is to blame for
Well, I don't want you to die, dear.
Okay. My father used to have land up in Cooktown, and I used to shoot a shotgun up there.
President Trump did right when he took office was to
Well, you tell me all the time that you want to go back to
persons in this country.
Muckletown. That is that lake, right?
That what?
Isn't that a lake?
Yes, the lake.
And I say that because
It's a
these are
beautiful
people who
lake
already
up there.
they already have
That is that lake that you thought you had property on.
Yeah. And Jeanette went up there with my Donald. And Jeanette was gorgeous. She was so gorgeous. She was the most gorgeous woman in Brooklyn. But she used to win the beauty contest every year.
To be high risk. Even those people are going to have
She used to have the most beautiful figure in Brooklyn in the whole wide world. And she used to win beauty contests every year because she was beautiful Jewish.
Did she look a little bit like me?
Yes. She was so beautiful. She used to knock them dead. She could dance.
Mentally ill persons. As a psychiatrist,
She could dance with my Donald.
that's first of all stigmatizing, but also
Is that why you get upset when you can't dance very well?
Yeah.
So if we see we can get that medication back on board,
Yeah.
but not without the side effects?
Yeah.
For a couple of reasons. One, first of all,
Because you walked all the way yesterday from the couch to the chair. Did you know
I
that?
used to be able to drive very well.
when we look at studies, is that persons with
I used to be able to drive a stick shift.
First of all, less likely than sane
I like
people
to
attack
drive
or
a
shoot other people.
shift stick. That is how I learned how to
They're
drive.
far more likely to be the
Yes.
victims of violence, and we see that with the police case that you were talking about in the news headlines, where people's symptoms are misinterpreted, and so they're much more likely, almost 50% more likely in some studies, to be the victims of violence. And the other factor, I think, that as why I think people in the mental mental health community are so upset about this is
There's
that there are
a
other
few over
factors,
there.
other predictive factors that we can look at, and we've already heard a few of them. Male gender, history of domestic abuse, history of stalking, history of violence.
Now you can see the TV pretty good.
Like that.
Yeah.
So when we just say this is a mental health problem, what we're doing is
So sometimes you can see it and sometimes you can't, huh?
Yeah.
So substance use
And when you can't, then you want the glasses, right?
The point of all of this is that mental health is an important piece of this puzzle, but mental health is part of a question.
That girl had a lot of muscles on her.
Man, you saw that, huh?
Yeah.
Society create safety laws almost like we do with driver's license.
As 17 people, the very first time I heard about a school shooting, I was bringing Yetta home, and there had been a school shooting in Denver.
This is Human Services Secretary Alex Azar speaking Thursday.
I echo what the president said this morning about the commitment this administration has to addressing the challenges of serious mental illness in America.
That is not the problem. It is the guns that is the problem.
It's not the mental illness, it's the guns.
Victims of crimes themselves.
The guns they kill, the mental illness doesn't do anything.
Acts of violence, like
I think the mixture may not be so good of the medications.
this issue in the days, weeks, and months to come. And it has already been a priority under our administration.
Dr. Jonathan Metzl, your response.
You see, that is why Trump is so scary with the nuclear button, because he is mentally ill.
Because he's not there.
Really decontextualizes the issue of gun violence in this country. It's a
He thinks he
question
can
of
just push a
access as
nuclear
much as
button
anything
and
else.
the whole thing will blow up.
Readers to look at, for example,
But only in Korea, not in our soil.
There is no
You ever seen the Irish Gig?
Yeah! Did you know that you used to talk to Dr. Wakeland about the Irish Gig?
I used to dance it.
The other issue, I think.
I could dance it very well.
You know, I'm somebody who studies
We
gun
should
policy.
try to
I go
get,
around the country doing focus groups and interviews.
I had to have the proper shoes to dance, but I could dance very
I
well.
say this because maybe at one time people would have said, oh, this is a pro or anti-gun debate, or pro or anti-Second Amendment, but nobody's saying that anymore. Even gun policy researchers like myself and Lindsay aren't saying we want to take
So,
away anybody's
do you
guns.
think it is
Really,
about
the
time
question
to
is
take the
how can we
Christmas
disrupt
tree
the Second
down?
Amendment?
No, keep it up at all times.
You know, live their
Right,
lives
sometimes
at the
you
same time.
play with it and I think it is gonna fall.
That keeps
I like those
safe
horses
in the way we
going
look at the
there.
victims.
I like those horses going there.
Which horses?
The ones in the background. See the horses in the background?
I feel like there's a centrist
Frank Fisher let me ride one of his horses. It's called Rabbi. And a black woman rode in front of me.
I just think
Her name was Terry Johnson.
against the will of the people who want a common sense solution to this.
I was your old girlfriend.
Finally, Lindsay Nichols,
Yeah.
you work for the Giffords Law Center to Prevent Gun Violence. That's Gabby Giffords, the congresswoman from Tucson, Arizona, who was gunned down in a parking lot, a bullet to her brain, and yet
Frank
amazingly
Fisher
enough,
appreciated
she
the
survived.
fact that I had a
Has
black
been fighting
girlfriend.
along with her husband, the astronaut, to
What?
Frank Fisher appreciated the fact that I had a girlfriend that was black. He was Italian. Just like Jackie Gleason.
The media say, well, obviously, an automatic weapons ban is off the table, already accepting what the terms of the debate have been so far. But what are you demanding
Do you think you
now?
could
What
talk
would
better
make
if you
people
wouldn't
safer in this
move
country?
the arms so much?
Right, absolutely.
Maybe.
We're working to strengthen the background check system, and that means focusing on things like
Look at
record
that dog
reporting,
moving back
focusing
and
things
forth with his
on
eyes.
like getting a process
Well,
for putting
oh,
people
yeah.
into the background
He
check
does.
system. These are really our focuses.
You seem
because
pretty
we
good
want
right
to
now.
make
Yeah, I
sure
know.
that the proper
And then
vetting
sometimes you can't
occurs,
see it all?
That law enforcement has the opportunity to provide input into that.
You love that
into
dog,
whatever
huh?
a person should have access
Yeah, I love
to
that
and
dog
how
a
to.
lot.
That's very important.
Can I have some milk,
Those are the
please?
kinds of things
Okay,
we've been
I'll bring you
focusing
some
on
milk.
and we are getting some hope here. We are seeing lawmakers start to question the gun law, and that is happening very slowly, but it is happening, and I think we have to push because every day we know that so many.
You want it in a cup or in a straw? Okay.
I'm trying to see some courage
statistic put out by Everytown for
Can you
gun
sit up a little
safety.
bit so you can
This
drink
was
it?
the 18th school shooting this year, which means there's been a school shooting on average every 60 hours so far this year. Your final comment, and for Dr. Metzel, I'd like you to, if you could write one thing in a study guide that people should have as they watch the media for what to watch out for.
You want
As you
to-
see Republicans